Welcome to QLM Business News. And now for today's news stories. Vauxhall's Luton factory set to close, threatening over 1,100 jobs. Stellantis, the automotive giant behind brands like Vauxhall, Citroën, Peugeot, and Fiat, has announced plans to shutter its van production plant in Luton, putting approximately 1,100 jobs in jeopardy. The decision comes as the company consolidates its electric vehicle (EV) manufacturing at its Ellesmere Port facility in Cheshire, a move Stellantis attributes partly to the UK's stringent EV sales regulations. Unite, the trade union representing many of the affected workers, described the closure as a slap in the face for its members and criticised the government for failing to address the challenges facing the industry. Government and industry respond. The announcement has reignited concerns about the viability of the UK's EV transition targets. Business Secretary Jonathan Reynolds acknowledged the gravity of the situation, calling the decision a difficult day for Luton and pledging to consult on revisions to the zero-emission vehicles (ZEV) mandate. Current rules require manufacturers to ensure that 22% of their car sales and 10% of their van sales are zero-emission this year, with fines of £15,000 for each unit exceeding these limits. Industry leaders, including Stellantis, argue that consumer demand for EVs remains insufficient to meet these ambitious targets without further government incentives. A history of vehicle manufacturing at risk. The Luton factory has been a cornerstone of British vehicle manufacturing since its inception in 1905, producing its first vans in 1932. At its peak, the plant employed 37,000 workers, although that figure has steadily declined over the decades. While car production ceased in 2002, van manufacturing continued with the Vauxhall model. Plans had been in place to begin production of electric vans, including the Vauxhall EV, at the site in 2025. However, those plans have now been scrapped, with electric van production transferring to Ellesmere Port, bolstered by a £50 million investment. Broader implications for the industry. The closure reflects wider challenges for UK automakers. The Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders, SMMT, expressed its major concern, highlighting the difficulties of transitioning to EVs under some of the world's most demanding regulations without adequate consumer incentives. Despite EV sales representing nearly 1 in 4 new car registrations in October, experts suggest that heavy discounting has artificially inflated these figures, masking underlying demand issues. Stellantis's move follows similar announcements by competitors, including Ford, which recently confirmed plans to cut 800 UK jobs due to softening EV demand. As the industry navigates an increasingly complex landscape, the Luton plant's closure serves as a stark reminder of the challenges ahead for the UK's automotive sector. This news story is brought to you by QLM Business News, your digital media channel. Visit qlmbusinessnews.com for more business news stories. Also follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube. To help QLM Business News bring you more news stories like this, please like, share and subscribe.